I'm Joshua Goss, the owner and qualifying broker here at Tradition Real Estate. I want to talk about what it's like to live in Taylor Ranch. Taylor Ranch holds a special place in my heart because it was the neighborhood or the area that I spent most of my time growing up in here in Albuquerque. Now, Taylor Ranch is a development on the west side of Albuquerque that happened in the late 80s throughout the 90s. I think of Taylor Ranch as a suburb with access to great parks like Mariposa and Butterfield. Also down near Albin Hills and the Open Space Visitor Center, there is trails and access to the Rio Grande Valley and all the trails along that. And then on the other side, Petroglyph National Monument. Again, I think I've told this story before, but in elementary school at Chamisa, we would go up and sit in the petroglyphs, and our teacher would just give us, a blank sheet of paper to either write or draw on, whatever inspired us. If I could sum up Taylor Ranch, it would be sort of a sleepy little suburb of Albuquerque that, is not on top of the mesa. It's more about these ranch-style homes, either single or two-story with pitched roofs, brick or stucco siding, and easy access to trails in the petroglyphs to the Rio Grande River Valley, but also easy access to get anywhere in town. When you live on the west side of Albuquerque, commuting from the east side where a lot of the places to eat and work are on that side, coming back across, there is a bit of a rush hour commute that you need to keep in mind. That can add 5 to 15 minutes to your commute. But when I think of Taylor Ranch, it's that easy access anywhere in town. You're right off Paseo, the interstate, or Montano. It's all close by. And also the development of shopping has increased substantially. There's Flicks now, there's like the Village Center with Village Pizza. A little bit further down, there's the shopping center with Sprouts, and I think it's La Cumbre Brewery. There's just a lot more to do, and it's really increased, but it still feels sleepy and almost romantic to me. I think it's those brick ranch style homes and just the quiet ambiance next to the petroglyphs that I really love about it. Now, I've gone this far in the video and I haven't even talked about where Taylor Ranch is that much. I say Taylor Ranch is really between Montano and Paseo, bordered by Coors on the east side and the Petroglyph National Monument on the west side. Now, I mapped it all the way out to Deline here, and some would argue that it even goes further to Western Trail, further south, next to that press now at the bottom of the map here. So that's kind of where we're at on the map. I talked about the things to do, the commute times already. So let's talk about real estate prices. Over the last 12 months, we're at the beginning of 2025, the average home was almost 3.5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, just under 2,000 square feet. Sold price, $379,571. Sold price per square foot, $198. And houses were on market 28 days in total. Now, I really am going to start shifting over to looking at the median. And the reason why is the median home price in all of Albuquerque is $370,000. And so it's interesting that Taylor Ranch's median price is also $370,000. I also want to note that the days on market I think is more accurate. I think it really shows that if there's a nice home that's priced correctly, it's going to sell. And because of the location not being so far into Rio Rancho and on top of the mesa, and also the quality of homes. Now, not all of the homes were built with as much quality as I mentioned, but I think it's important to note that 7 days on market, things move really fast in this area if you have a nice home that's well taken care of. I hope that I've covered everything that's important. For schools and crime, that sort of stuff, I really don't want to get into that in these videos, simply because there are so many opinions and so many data points you can look up online about school districts. And so I really recommend you do your research on that stuff. And it's just not something I feel comfortable talking about just because opinions vary. Like, I feel comfortable talking about the quality of construction of homes because I've seen inspections. It's not in an age range where there's a lot of plumbing issues. Which we'll talk about in other neighborhoods. It just is a quality neighborhood for the most part, with some really nice parks. I think Taylor Ranch is a funny one because I'm probably more romantic about it just because of my childhood, a good period of my life, even though we bounced around between houses. And so I just enjoy talking about it. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you're considering moving to Albuquerque or within Albuquerque, give me a call, 505-604-7826. You can also email me, josh@traditionrealestate.co. I'd love to just kind of rap about different neighborhoods. We can meet at the office, we can meet over the phone or via Zoom, and talk about the things that are important to you. Talk about the things that you're looking for, and really dive into some data, and just make sure that you're making a good decision for you and your family. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. We will see you on the next video. Take care.